Shalom, shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites from HOI. We come out here every Sabbath to wake up our people, so-called blacks, so-called Native Americans, so-called Hispanics, to tell them their discretions, to bring them back to the truth in this word. We would like to give all praises to the elders of HOI and all the elders that's been in this truth decades and decades. Shalom, King. Waiting for the Messiah to come back. Let's start off with Exodus 28. Somebody give me Exodus 28. We're here to bring our people back, tell them about this truth, wake them up, tell them that they are in sin today. Hey, how you doing, brothers and sisters? Y'all know today is the Lord's actually Sabbath day, the day for no buying or selling. You got it, King. Give me what you got.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Now to do what you want to do.
To keep it holy.
Buy and sell.
To keep it holy. The 6th day shalt thou labor and do all thy works. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of Yahweh, the God. In it shalt thou not do any work.
See, it says the Most High is giving you 6 days to do what you want, 6 days to prepare, 6 days to get ready. All he asks of you is the one day, this one day, to keep it holy for him, to keep it clear, to praise him. Most of us think that every day is God's day, which is true to a certain extent, but this is his holy day that he brought about from himself. This is the day that he wants everyone to observe. And actually, this is a commandment. It's a commandment that you keep this day holy. Yeah, you got cons, day Christ rose. But this is a commandment that he tells you to keep this day holy. Not just every day. He says himself in the 10 commandments, the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. Hey, how y'all doing over there, brothers and sisters? Y'all got 15 seconds to hear the word? 15 seconds? That's what we're trying to do, get to help people out to come over here and give us a listen, to see what we're talking about. Go ahead, you good. Hey, let me get Nehemiah 10 and 31. See, a lot of us are in sin and we don't even know that we're in sin by buying on today's day. Today's day, the Sabbath day. See, the church will tell you Sunday, but this is nowhere written in the Bible. It says the 7th day. And as simple as this, all you got to do is pull out your calendar. The calendar will tell you what the 7th day is, but what most of us do, we ignore that. We pay it no attention. We care less about that. Until, like I say, we having a heart attack or something going on, or we lose our house, or we lose our leg, and then what's the first thing come out of our mouth? Oh God. Oh God, why? Oh God, this. But we not doing what he say to do. We not performing the task that he wants us to do. See, a lot of us got this mistaken. Your body don't belong to you. Your body belongs to the Most High.
Right.
You doing his work. You supposed to praise him. You supposed to be following these laws, statutes, and commandments. But what most of us do, we do what America say. America say Friday night, Saturday, those are the party nights. And you wonder why. Because America want to keep us in sin.
Right.
America don't want the scales to tip. They want you to stay in sin because they know once we out of sin, it's going to flip. They're going to be on the bottom. They're going to constantly stay on the bottom, and we're going to be on top. But America don't want that, a.k.a. Esau, the white man. He don't want that from you. He wants you to stay in the same spot where you're at, the same spot where we've been all the time, the same spot for these last 400 to 500 years. You don't have a minute, brother? You see yourself on the side, King? You who? Okay. All right. Okay. What's that? To perfect, that's what it is. Perfect the word. Okay. Give me what you got, Ken.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware of any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy of them on the Sabbath,
No, we still purchase from them.
that we would not buy of them on the Sabbath,
We welcome them. We welcome them in.
that we would not buy of them on the Sabbath or on a holy day, and that we will lead the seventh year in the exaction of every day.
See, even back then, they praised the seventh day. Hey, y'all, you know, brothers and sisters, y'all got 15 seconds? 15 seconds? 10? See, even back then, they didn't buy on the Sabbath day because they knew. And that's New Testament. See, what we fail to believe, people believe the Old Testament is done. God's laws stand the test of time. They don't go away. Old Testament, New Testament, they don't go away. Or put it on. Yeah, what'd you say? All right, we appreciate that. All right, thank you. We appreciate that. Yeah, the perfect. You gonna stay and listen to some of the perfected word? You gonna be somebody in 5 minutes? We're gonna be here for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay, respect. All right, come back. Respect. Okay, we appreciate that. We mostly down. We don't do the handshake. Yeah. Not with that, we ain't doing all that. This is where we are. You find yourself. Which one of these are you on there? Which one? Okay, yeah, but we not. This is what's in the good book. Yeah, this is in the good book. You black? So are you this or West Indian or Levi? You should bring. Let me ask you something. Hold on. You haven't been doing that today, are you? Okay, we got you that, but African is nowhere in the Bible. What we said is right here. To a certain extent, what part of that? True. Yeah, we know that. In Israel, you're right. Yeah. You said everything we said. Yeah, respect. Okay. Yeah, I think you've been drinking a little bit too, though, but that's okay. Hey, let me get Matthew 5 and 17. Matthew 5 and 17. No, that's what I do too. And let me get Acts 3 and 18. Yeah, the brother had a lot of passion, but he didn't find himself on the side. So I hope he hasn't been drinking on the Lord's Day. It seemed that way, but yeah, thanks, King. We out here to let our people know if you are buying or selling on today's day, it's a sin. Today is the Lord's Sabbath day, not Sunday. Today is the actual seventh day of the week. If you check your calendars, it'll show you. And if for all you who got any doubt, the calendar has been around before America. So Sunday actually starts the day of the week. Even in this wicked America, they tell you it starts 12 a.m. Sunday. That starts the week. But most of us don't believe that. We lost out here. But don't worry, we out here to bring our people back. We out here to try to stop our people from buying and selling on the Lord's holy day. We out here to try to get our people up out of sin. Give me what you got. Matthew 5 and 17. You got it? Okay. Yeah, 5 and 17. And we got a little something for the church that says, since the Sabbath is the Sabbath day is in the Old Testament, we got something for the people who think the Old Testament is done away with. We about to hear the words right out the Messiah's mouth, since they claim the Old Testament is done away with. How would the Old Testament be done away with? What book on earth have you ever read that the first part of the book don't matter? That doesn't make sense out of itself. And if the Old Testament is done away with, the Messiah taught out of the Old Testament. So everything he taught is null and void. That don't make sense in itself. And how you doing, sister? Do you know today is God's holy day, the Sabbath day? You don't have 15 seconds with your brothers? Give me what you got.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
These words are written in red now. What did he say?
Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Fulfill a part of the law. Finish that out.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled.
All be fulfilled. The Messiah hasn't came back yet, so how can everything be fulfilled? That doesn't even make sense what the church said. He said to all be fulfilled. Everything in the word has not been fulfilled yet. So the law is not done away with, regardless of what they tell you at the church. The law is still here. It's not done away with. That's preposterous. The law is still in effect. Did you know today is today's God's actual Sabbath day? Did you know that, sister? There should be no buying and selling on today's day. This is his holy day. You got a couple minutes to park here. Y'all got a couple minutes for your brothers?
I got it right.
15 seconds, brother. Okay. See what our people do? They don't got time for God's good word. But let somebody hurt their leg. There you go. But soon as something happens to them, they go, oh God, this. But they don't got time to listen to what God got to say. See, time moving fast for us. But believe it or not, we in these last times. We in these last days. And you gonna need this to help you. Y'all come on cross. You come on cross. You're gonna need us. You're gonna need this book. You're gonna need this word. This is what we say. This is what we're trying to do is heal our people. But some of us, we happy. We content with being in America. We okay with being on the bottom. We okay staying in sin until it's too late. But we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn the hard way. Give me what you got, kid.
The book of Acts, chapter 3, verse 18.
You see right here, this is nothing but sin. But the other man wants us to act just like this. The other nations wanted to be just like this. But God said, don't be like the other nations. He tell you to be separate, to be holy. That's to be separate, to be different than them. But what our people want to do, we want to be just like the other men. Right. We want to put our hair down like the other men. We want to be just like the other man. But guess what? The other man don't treat you like he treats you. The other man thinks of you less than him. No matter how you look like him, act like him, none of that. He thinks you less of him. Give me what you got.
The book of Acts, chapter 3, verse 18. But those things which God before has showed by the mouth of all his prophets that Christ should suffer, he hath so fulfilled.
God, that's what what he said. So the Messiah has to suffer. That's what he fulfilled. He didn't fulfill all, what's that, 631 laws? He didn't fulfill all those. It was for him that he suffered. That's what he fulfilled. That's what the church won't tell you. How can he possibly fulfill all the law? He didn't kill nobody. That's a law. He didn't commit adultery. He wasn't married. Well, how did he fulfill those things? That doesn't make sense what the church is telling us. So how can he fulfill all those laws? It was saying that read that again one more time for me, King.
The book of Acts, chapter 3, verse 18. But those things which God before has showed by the mouth of all his prophets that Christ should suffer, he hath so fulfilled.
And this coming from the Most High, saying that God, that he should fulfill. Yeah, right there, like you say, that's an abomination. But hey, for the brother on the left, brother, we're gonna pray for you that you wake up out of that, brother.
That's right.
We're gonna wake up. We're gonna pray for you, brother, that you get right. Hopefully our words hear you, brother, and wake up. Because that's an abomination, man, that we speak about all the time. Man should not lie with man. Somebody got that. You somebody get that for me, man. And this our brother walking with another nation. Like he walking the pack, man.
Why is my car right here?
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lied with the woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They should surely be put to death.
No, it's okay to do it.
They should surely be put to death.
We should look the other way.
They should surely be put to death.
Hey, how you doing, brothers and sisters? Y'all got time for the word for 15 seconds? You see, most of us don't believe that. Most of us, America, there you go, come on over here. You see yourself on this side? This is what America or the white man call you. This is what God call you. Which one are you? Anywhere of these out?
So the white man call you Negro, you'll be Jew. And if the white man call you Puerto Rican, you'll be Igbo. You know, and then so. But this is 12 flag. So this is
These names are biblical. These are not. These are made up names. Best believe God had a name. He just didn't throw us on earth and say, do what you want. He gave us a name. He gave us a title. But the other man, these other nations have changed our name to keep us lost. Like most of us, do you believe most of us can only go back to like our great grandfather, right? Or we can't go back 6 generations. Okay, no, but I'm giving an example. A lot of us can't go back that far. And what did the Messiah say? Who is he coming from? The lost sheep. When you don't know where you're at or who you are, you lost, correct? So he coming back for us. It's hard to believe, but he coming back for us. He ain't coming back for everybody. Do y'all got it? What's y'all nationality? Your origin. There you go, sis. She say right here, Israel. That's her nationality. That's yours too, brother. Your queen getting it right, man. You're gonna have to step up, man. You're supposed to be lead. I was turning this way so you can answer that. I mean,
I'm trying to give you a hint, right?
yeah. Did y'all know today is God's holy day that you shouldn't be buying or selling? Buying food, selling anything? No, we're telling you that. It's okay. You didn't know that. Like, pull up your calendar, sis. Pull up your calendar, sis. But we here. I'm glad you hit that head on the net. Let me ask you this, brother. Say if all the blacks just took today and not spend, what you think would happen? No, just what's the first day on the calendar? What you think would happen if all blacks all over America just say, you know what? Friday night to Saturday night, we ain't spending no money. What you think would happen? Now, is that power? If we did that, imagine how much power we would have. If all blacks say, you know what? From Friday, sundown to Sunday, we ain't buying nothing till things change. Guess what they would have to do? They'd have to start listening to us. You know, we would just be able to shut down this country just with one day. What day is first, sis? What day is first on the calendar? Look on the calendar. Sunday. So Sunday ain't the 7th day. It's Saturday. Somebody give me what you got. Give me what was that? Exodus 20 and 8. See, God say the Sabbath is His day. We ain't supposed to be buying or selling. When you buy or sell on today's day, on today, you will sin. Give me what you got. Listen to this.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, and nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Look on the calendar.
Already said Saturday ain't no more partying.
Now hold on. Now listen. No. Hear me out. Because remember, God say let it be light. So Friday when it get dark, that starts the Sabbath. It stops. And Saturday when it get dark, it's over. Because you got to remember when He created, He said let it be light. So let it be light. It had to be dark first, right? So the day actually, we ain't talking about what man said. We talking about what God said. The day actually starts at night. That's what the day starts. Even the white man tell you the day started 12 o'clock a.m. See? But it's supposed to start the complete night when the dusk go down. So Friday night, go ahead.
They even tell you, they say 24 hours in a day. It's not, it's only 12. Okay, when the sun goes down, how many hours in a day does the sun go down?
12 hours. The other 12 hours is night. Then that's cycling again. So it's only 12 hours.
But man is what he's saying. Basically, man making up anything to keep us in confusion. That's what he do. Because the man can actually tell you it's 30 hours in a day. Do we question it? He can make it 30 hours. You know what I mean? Because actually, he can say it's 15 months out the year. So they make up things to keep us in confusion. Because like I say, what is the main party days for us? Friday night, Saturday night. Now let me ask you a question. Wherever you bought that from, you'll be able to buy that Monday, would you? Tuesday? No, you'll still be able to buy it. Come on, now.
I ain't never buying shit else on Sunday.
No. This is good Sundays. Friday night to Saturday night.
Saturdays? How you got me in the middle of the day buying $4?
Well, y'all didn't know. Now listen, King, imagine how much. No, you supposed to prepare like we did. This is what I always do. Friday, I run to get me some stuff to cook that's already prepared. So Saturday I don't have to cook nothing. It's already. Yeah. I'll eat stuff like a chicken salad, or you can make a turkey sandwich. No swine either. What the hell is that?
This is how you're supposed to cook it right here. This is what the scripture say about you cooking. Exodus chapter 16, verse 23. And he said it to them, this is what the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that ye will bake today, and see it that ye will see it, and that which remaineth lay up for you to keep until the morning. And they laid it up till the morning, as Moses bade, and it did not stink, neither were there any worms therein.
Just prepare. That's basically what I'm saying. Prepare.
Whenever you open Saturday, cook it every
You got something, King?
so you won't have to cook it on Saturday.
Give me, before y'all go, give me. No, you just bought it today. You should have bought it.
I bought the 18 yesterday. You put the party yesterday and ate it today.
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna give you one thing about the Sabbath. Somebody give me Exodus 31 and 13. Now, this is what God said about the Sabbath. This ain't our words. This is what God said. Okay. Now, this is what God said about the Sabbath.
The book of Exodus, chapter 31, verse 13. Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, verily, my Sabbath ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations.
The sign, what he's saying, that's a contract. God said, we got a contract. Now, what happened when you break a contract? There you go. Finish that out, King.
That ye may know that I am the Lord that doeth sanctify you. Ye shall keep the Sabbath therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defieth shall surely be put to death.
What's going to happen if you break the Sabbath?
Everyone that defieth it shall surely be put to death.
God going to overlook it.
Everyone that defieth it shall surely be put to death.
This is the Bible. This ain't our words. God said if you break that contract that I made between me and you, death going to come to you. Now, we ain't saying death immediately, but when the Messiah come back, if you ain't following these laws, it's done. That's what we out here to wake our people up. We out here to bring these people back. Let me ask y'all something. Are y'all happy with our situation as blacks? How do we change that? How do we change that? This right here. Hey, give me what you got. Find oppression makes a wise man mad. We didn't try.
I like right there. Wise man. I like that.
We didn't
Wise.
as a people. We didn't try everything. We didn't try degrees. We didn't try power. We ain't gonna never be able to call it like they got too much. No, physically, physically we can't. But yeah, but see, but I'm gonna tell you what it is. He want us to wait for him because when he come back, ain't gonna be nowhere place. There you go. Won't be no place they can run or hide. You know where they get all those. You know where they get all those marbles and all that stuff from. When the Messiah come back, we gonna have them same problems. You got something, King?
1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. His commandments is not grievous.
Did y'all hear? What is one more time, King? Hey, brother, y'all got 5 seconds for the word?
Okay, it says, 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
And I mean, the commandments ain't hard to keep. Not buying them today, that ain't hard. Yeah, as long as you already bought it. God said you can do all that. Hold on, Key. You can't get drunk. Don't get pissy drunk, man. Yeah, don't get pissy drunk. Don't get pissy drunk. You can drink, have it but in moderation.
I don't know about this.
You know what tips.
When the liquor gone.
Oh, come on now, Key. Come on now, Key. Yeah, come on. Give me what you got. Here you go. This is the part you say you
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7.
I got 5 to 15 seconds with your brothers.
Surely oppression makes a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
One more time, Key.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
That's what we out here. We tired of the situation our people are in. It's time for a change. We tired of being on the bottom. That ain't the way we supposed to be. That ain't the that's hey, somebody give me Deuteronomy 6 and 7. That's what we supposed to be. Excuse my fault, 7 and 6. That's what we supposed to be. But a lot of us happy with this situation. A lot of us okay. They lost. They lost.
Gas prices went up. They looking at it differently.
We supposed to be running this whole thing. This is our world. Thus saith the Lord. Everything on this belongs to us. We supposed to be running. But guess what? The Most High ain't gonna deal with us till we get our minds right. Till we start acting like kings. And then he gonna give us what's ours. But as long as we out here in this foolishness, he ain't dealing with us. I don't know if y'all parents, just like if your kid ain't doing right in school, you ain't gonna buy him no PlayStation, right? You ain't gonna get him that car. Man, you gotta get your mind right before I look out for you. That's the same thing the Father's saying to us. Our mind ain't right. Give me what you got here.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people.
No, everybody on earth is created equal.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people upon himself, above all people,
The white man say everybody created equal.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's what God say. But America tell you everybody equal. That's a lie. That ain't what God say. No. We above them.
We the plus and they the negative.
Come down. We above them. Because he punishing us. We being punished.
Just read the Bible, bro, and he'll tell you.
Yeah.
Brother LT right here.
Okay, brother. But remember,
King LT, brother LT.
yeah.
King LT.
No more on the Sabbath, brother, but get into this. Because there's a lot of things you got to do to get right, man. But it takes practice. Oh, hold on. What we got a flyer? And remember, y'all Israelites, above everybody. Remember that. Somebody give me Ezekiel 20 and 19. Give me what you got there. Let's do it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
This is for y'all.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people,
No, the white man say we all equal.
above all people,
Everybody is the same.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's for us. The 12 tribes are above all people. There is no equality like America tells you. See, America tell you we equal, but let me ask you this. Does it treat you like you equal? See, they say one thing with their mouths, but they act different. See, that's for us to try to switch up, to get our minds right. America tells us this all the time. Oh, everybody's equal on the face of the earth. Hey, can I get this along? Oh, denied. Wait a minute, I thought we was all equal. You just gave a man a loan. You know you get other nations a loan. They don't even have a job. But you give them a loan. Shalom, King. But that's what we try to get out here, to get our people up, to wake them up. To tell them that today is in sin.
You got 15 seconds per word, brother. 15, one script. Take a script.
Can you find yourself on the sign? Where was I? Ezekiel 20 and 19. Get a few more seconds and pass it to somebody.
Ezekiel 20:19.
Yeah,
I
kind
got
of.
you. I need to grab it because I got it right here. Go ahead.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, verse 19. I am the Lord your God. Walk in my statutes and keep my judgments and do them, and hallow my Sabbaths, and they shall be a sign between me and you, that ye know that I am the Lord your God.
As we say, it's a sign, it's a contract. Not going away. The Most High says the Sabbath day is a contract. And if you don't do it, you're breaking a contract. Like most of us ain't gonna break the contract of America. We're gonna stop at the red light. We're gonna do what he said, but we fail to do what the Most High said.
That's right. That's right.
It's a contract he got between us that most of us ain't breaking, that are breaking, but don't care till it's too late. Give me what you got.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
One more time. They think they know everything.
My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
I got a degree. Nobody can tell me anything.
My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
I have a master's degree from my master.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Brothers and sisters, y'all got 15 seconds for me? For your brother? 15 seconds. That's what it is. Yeah, you got a master's degree from your master, but his name is first before yours, but it's yours. He doesn't mean. Give me 15 seconds. Come on over here.
That's my baby.
Hey, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Before you get that 15 seconds, let's put that down, King. Okay, I appreciate that, brother. Let me ask you a question. Do you see yourself on this side, King? Oh, no. We want you in the front. Hey.
Don't trip now.
There go Esau. Want to be polite, walk behind us. It's like they did the Indians, so-called Indians. Put something in your back. There you go. Stab you in the back or put something in our pockets. I don't know how that drugs got down there, sir. Hey, you find yourself on this side, kid. Trying to do something deceitful. Which one are you, King?
They call you, if America call you nigga. No. Okay. Whatever America call you, this is what God calls you.
Go ahead, King.
Go from one side
Who
to the
next?
other.
It
don't matter. If America call you nigga, then you Judah. If America call you Puerto Rican, then you East. And then so on. Whatever America call you, on that side, God calls you.
Hey, did you also know today is God's holy day, it's Sabbath day? Shouldn't be no buying or selling. Plus that cancer sick, King, you shouldn't be having that on you. You shouldn't be doing that. Okay. I'm gonna say that. I'm say everything is right except the first part. You say we responsible for ourselves. That's not true. If you see a young kid walking across the street, you gonna turn your back or you gonna say, so we got to get that first thought off our head. Because hold on. Let me say this. America has made us think like individuals. But see, now, how does America don't always consider us individuals. If one black person do wrong, they think we all do wrong. See, so we got to start thinking as a people. Go ahead.
I'm responsible for myself. That's what I meant. I'm not going to justify it.
Okay.
But I told you to do it, and I know
True.
you ain't good.
True. But out of love, we telling you to put it down. Because hold on, what the Bible say? Am I my brother's keeper? We supposed to look out for each
That's why
other.
I put it down before I broke it.
We appreciate that. But what we want you to do, keep it down. I know it's gonna be hard. We ain't saying stop cold turkey. If you smoke a pack a day, cut it down to half a pack. Because that's easy to do, right? Okay. We gonna get back to those times. That's what we're trying to get back to. And you said another key point. Strong as a people, not individual. How they break us down. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. That's what we get. Hey, y'all got 15 seconds with your brother? 15 seconds. Okay. Oh, much love to you.
Hey, you know what? Every time I see you, I'm gonna stop.
Okay, we appreciate that. But remember, that's how we get back strong as a people. Hey, y'all see yourselves on the side? Two things. Before you see yourself on the side, do you know today is God's actually holy day? Did you know that? You didn't?
Okay, so this sign here, they call you Negro, then God calls you Judah. They call you Dominican, God calls you Simeon. So whatever the world calls you, that's not in the Bible, God calls you this in the Bible. You can't find African American in the Bible.
Couple seconds.
One scripture for you. So you are part of the 12 tribes of Israel.
And as being a part of the 12 tribes, you're not supposed to buy, sell together. What you got to give? You got 20 of those.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Now, if you pull out your calendar on your phone, you'll see what's the first day of the week. And he say the seventh day. If Sunday is the first, what makes this today? So if you're buying or selling, you would see that's a commandment from God.
It's from Friday night to
God,
it's 24 hours.
yeah.
So we all stop as blacks.
There you go.
We've been powerful.
Just imagine if we all, every black, so-called Hispanic, stopped buying on the Sabbath day in America. We wouldn't need a gun to shut it down. Imagine how much power that would be. If all blacks would say, you know what, this day we ain't buying. Just try one day to see what turn out. Guess what happens? America will wake up. They'll try to figure out what the problem is. But see, we ain't all on the same page, and that's what we are. We try to get everybody back together. Yeah. There you go, 6 days. Like you say, you're supposed to prepare. Y'all never, you never find yourself on the side. Which one? What about you, sis? You know who else out of the tribe of Judah? The Messiah. So you got the Messiah blood in you. So you're gonna have to do. There you go. That's it. That is exactly it. That's why we out here. That's the point to make that up. That's why it ain't your skin color they don't like. It's your bloodline. It's your bloodline they don't like. Give me a precept.
This is this talking about Christ. Hebrews chapter 7, verse 14. You can pull this out on your phone in your Bible. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
See, it ain't the skin color. It's the blood. That's what. Because we got the Messiah. And that shows every day.
Judah mourner, and against their language, they are black. Judah mourner, and against their language, they are black.
Jews are black.
And color is in the Bible, but they'll tell you it ain't. Color is in the Bible.
Oh, this is the last one.
Even color of God. Revelation.
There you go.
3 and 9.
Read
So
down.
the others believe in that.
Go to 114 first.
Which one you say you want?
3:9. Okay, Con. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, 3 verse 8. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name. Behold, I will make them the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
They lie. First of all, they call themselves Jewish. Like you said, let's stop acting boyish. You're not a boy. You're acting like a boy. Like my brother say, two-ish. It doesn't mean two. It means around. So when they say Jewish, they acting like they're not really Jews. And you see what the Bible calls them, synagogue of the devil. But America tell you devil is just doing something wrong. No. They trying to replace us.
I got one more precept for you, brother. Now, remember where it said, so I proved to you that I loved you. This is what we talking about when he said that he loved. And this is in the Bible. This is Romans chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. This is God saying that.
Jacob, his name got changed to Israel. These all his family. This is Jacob. God saying he loved all these people. And Esau, basically so-called white man. He hates the white man. I know it's hard for us to believe because we talk that God don't hate, but he does. God has actually killed. If you remember with Noah, he killed the whole planet.
He got a history of taking cats out.
There you go.
So his winning record is.
There you go. So it's a group of people. It's a group of people. It's a group of people that the Most High say he love, and it's a group that he say he hate. He hate them because of their purpose that they were created for. Actually, they were created to serve us, but we wasn't acting right. So he flipped it. That we serve him so we can wake up. That we actually see, I'm better than this man. Why? Why does he have this and I don't? I'm smarter, I'm tougher. I can outlast this guy in every aspect of everything. Why is he here and I'm here? Because we ain't right with the Most High. Yeah. On us. And that's the whole thing. And that's the truth. And what you just said, that's biblical. That's biblical. Yeah. But see, them other people say that. He want to keep us in sin, just like if you got a kid and the kid kept acting up. You ain't gonna give him no reward because he keep acting, and it's the same thing. We still acting up. We ain't getting right, so he ain't gonna deal with us. We still on punishment. We still in our room. So he say, till you get yourself right, you ain't coming out that room. But we out here to get us right. That's what we out here for. Remember, no more on the Sabbath. Friday sundown, Saturday sundown, no buying. You got to prepare ahead of time. These same stores going to be open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They going to be open. And they ain't going nowhere. Okay, we appreciate y'all stopping. We appreciate it. All right, I'm going to pass the mic to the next powerful speaker. My time is up. Who next? To the mighty Penuel. He's the next speaker. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. You want the Bible? It's HY Detroit. Gonna wake our people up. It's like 3 the hard way. So we want to give me Galatians 3:28. Give me Romans 9:7.
The book of Galatians, chapter 3, verse 28. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither bond nor free. There is neither male nor female, for ye are all one in Jesus Christ.
So there's neither Jew. Maccabees 6:6. But hold on. Before you give me that, read that one more time.
Okay. The book of Galatians, chapter 3, verse 28. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither bond nor free. There is neither male nor female, for ye are all one in Jesus Christ.
All right, now, give me Maccabees 2 Maccabees 6:6. All right, so there's neither Jew or Greek. There's neither bond nor free, for we all are one in Christ Jesus. So when Paul, you can look at Paul like a state trooper. All right, so Paul was able to go to different states, Ephesians, Galatians, and so you cannot mess with Paul because Paul was a Roman citizen. A Roman citizen, you just can't do anything you want to do with. So Paul was able to go to the Grecians. Let's look at it like it's America. He was able to come to me and tell me I'm not an African American. I'm an Israelite.
That's right.
So when he was saying, well, you're not male nor female, you're not a Jew, you're not Greek. But go ahead, read me that.
Maccabees chapter 2, verse what? 2.
6:6. 2 Maccabees 6:6.
All right, the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts.
Okay, so it wasn't lawful for the Israelites to keep the Sabbath day because we was the only ones keeping the Sabbath day. So this is the man that they're talking about. And now there's nothing new under the sun. So if we wasn't able to keep the Sabbath day back then, now what they did, they took the Sabbath day out of us and taught us how to celebrate Fridays and Saturdays. Why do they pick Fridays and Saturdays for the weekend? Because that's keeping the Israelites in sin.
That's right.
In order to keep the Israelites in sin, you got to keep them doing what they're supposed to do. And so you can stay in rulership. Keep them sinning against their God. So now we weren't able to keep the Sabbath day or ancient feasts. Hold on. Why would you take the people and you want to make money off them being slaves? Okay, let's say we understand that. But what's going on with their identity? Why attack that? Because their identity is more important than living on this planet. Because their identity, bloodline, goes back to Yahushua. Their identity, bloodline, is the seed of the Alpha and Omega. Let's finish reading that.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
Okay, so back there in Greek, we weren't able to keep the Sabbath day, which we don't do now. We weren't able to keep the ancient feasts, which most of us don't do now. And we wasn't able to profess ourselves to be a Jew, which we don't do now. So American captivity is every captivity in one. When we was in captivity in Greek, the Greek made a law that we cannot call ourselves Jews, and we couldn't, like we're in Greek captivity. And now we're in Greek town. See, everything is symbolized around blacks, and they don't know what's going on. They're just living in this land. Greek town is a symbolic for you being in Greek captivity. You're the only person that's been in all these captivity and have overcome all. There's no race of people that can go through one captivity. You've been through several and came out of them, and you coming out of this one too. Right. This one ain't no better than the other ones. Only thing about this one, this is all captivities in one. So in Greek, you weren't able to call yourself Jews, and you weren't able to keep the Sabbath day and ancient feasts. So what America did, America combined all that, and now when they beat your identity out of you, you don't even know you're supposed to keep the Sabbath day. So this captivity is different than every other captivity. This captivity went after your identity. All other captivities made you slaves, but this captivity is every captivity in one. This captivity made you slaves. This captivity went after your identity. This captivity, when you look at the other ancients, they got the statue's nose cut off. So what they're doing, why are they going after your identity? Your identity connects to Yahushua. You are God-chosen children. Your identity is God-chosen children. When you say you're Israelite, you're actually letting them know that they put their hand in the wrong cookie jar and they stole the wrong people. When you say you're an Israelite, you're actually telling them several things. You're telling them that they took the wrong people just by saying you're Israelite. And when you say you're Israelite, guess what else it's saying? It's saying whoever took God apple of his eye, even though they like fugitive, never been punished yet, whoever took God's chosen people, you better hope that we're not his chosen people, because if we are Satan children's, you got some fairness coming. You know what's fair? What happened to us gonna happen to you.
That's right.
What happened to our kids gonna happen to yours.
That's right.
In order for our kids to live, guess who got to die? You right, your kids. They got to die in order for our kids to live. Guess who we raised up with? We raised up with the children that set us on fire. We raised up with the people that set our grandfathers on fire. Their children are back. Guess what their children's doing? Their children are shooting our children's. So guess what? In order for our next generation to live, guess who got to die? Salvation is this. If there's a fire, you have to put the fire out to save the child. Right? Salvation means someone has to die in order for some to live. There's no way impossible you're going to be in heaven with us. God is not going to make you no robot. what you do here, you're going to do anywhere on this planet. That's what's so special about God. Why would I bring you here and you acting like this there? If you make it here, you're going to make it being like we was here. Finish that. We're going to walk that down.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days, or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. And in a day of the king's birth, every month they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices, and when the feast of Bacchus.
So every month, the king had a birthday. Now, if my birthday is January the 4th, every month they celebrated January the 4th. Why? Because Israelites had to celebrate the king's birthday. And guess what else Israelites had to do? Israelites had to eat of whatever the king eat. So if the king eat pig nuts, guess what the Israelites had to eat? Israelites had to eat pig nuts. So, in other words, they kept us in sin by feeding us, by attacking our dietary laws. And see, we got 5 laws. We got dietary, sacrificial, we got ceremonial, we got sacrificial, ceremonial, civil. Finish that out.
And when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus, carrying ivory. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen.
So they went out a decree of the other cities that was around Greek. And around this city, everyone knew that when you see these, what you call Negroes, if you say Negro anywhere on this planet, they already know who you're talking about. So when the Greek put this law out that when you see the Israelites or the Jews, you make sure that you treat them like this, in a certain way. And so what you fail to realize is that when these Arabs and Chinese get over here, they are already programmed to know how to deal with us. You see what I'm saying? And they're already set up to be over us. So when they come on you, all of them going to already deal with you. If all of them go to the mosque, inside that mosque, they're treating their people on how to deal with the Israelites. Let's finish that up.
Against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashion and be partakers of their sacrifices. And whosoever would not conform themselves to the manner of the Gentiles shall be put to death.
So you Jews that's call yourself Jews, if you don't turn yourself into being a Gentile, we're going to put you to death. So here, Paul is showing you that he had to go after his own people that was under Gentile customs so they could be drafted back. If you drafted back, that means you once was there. How are white people going to be saved when they never was planted in the tree where we was at? They can't be drafted back because they never was there. So those who keeping themselves under Gentile customs, they can be drafted back. All they got to do is wake up. They are the dead bones. And so when these people wake up, here's when you start to understand who you are. Now you see why they went after your identity. Because your identity is their death. Your identity is their death. Your identity is your salvation, and also your identity is the other people's death. When you see a pregnant woman, black woman walking down the street, that's war against the white man, because you can have babies every 6 months or every 9 months. He can only have them 5 years unless he get a booster. Unless he get a booster shot. And so you warring without even trying. If your wife's pregnant, you are at war, because you get more people on this planet than he ever can. So you don't even know why they're coming after you. They're coming after you because you are the peoples. You are them golden peoples. You are the chosen. And God, when God chose you, he do not make a mistake. He doesn't make a mistake that we do. We may choose a woman and be like, oh, that was the wrong one. No, when God chose you, he chose you. Go ahead, give me that. Yeah, put to death. And so you do not keep your nationality, you'll be put to death. So now if you don't know your nationality, then they ain't got to put you to death. You're already dead. So if you think you're African American and you got kids and you finna pass that to them and you don't want to know who you are and you got kids, so guess what they do to African Americans? They pull them over and shoot them in the head. They teach them how to rob and steal from each other. You see that? Romans.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 7. Neither, because they are the seed of Abraham, are they all children, but in Isaac thy seed shall be called.
So just because all of us come out of Abraham, Abraham had a lot of children. Not all of us came out of him, but just because we had a lot of children, so just because we come out of Abraham doesn't mean we're all children of Abraham. And you know what? If you tell me I'm special, I'd rather be special than not. So if God say he chose me, that makes me special. Now, if the other nations saying we're all equal, but they're showing us that we're not, we go in the banks. We can't get loans. We try to go deal with other situations. We got gatekeepers there keeping us back. You got a ticket. You go to Thurston District Court. It look like a slave ship. You see what I'm saying? Okay, and now when you go to these stores, who you see in these stores? Even when you go to parking lots, you see a guy with a polka dot is going to take your $5 and have you to park. They've been planted over you, and so you got your enemy is the white man, the Arab, and the Chinese man. Your brothers are so-called Africans, so-called Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, and the Native Americans. Them are your brothers. Them are the true 12 tribes of Israel. You can't have them white folks over there talking about they all 12 tribes, and they all look like somebody from the North Pole.
That's right.
You can't put the North Pole people in Israel and teach them they Israel and teach you North Pole. Okay, so if somebody got everything on this planet, and what they don't got is your nationality. They got the gold mines, they got the land, they got everything. But what they don't got? They don't got your identity. That's what they want. That's what they need. If you ain't got the seed of the 12 tribes of Israel, only Israel can go through the punishment that you're putting down. The punishment that you're putting on us, you couldn't even handle it yourself. Only Israel can come through this. We the only one that been in captivity in Egypt. What happened? We got out of that. We the only one been in captivity in Rome. What happened? We got out of Rome captivity. We the only one been in captivity in Greek. What happened? We got out of Greek captivity. And some ways we got our own stuff in captivity. Well, we coming back to love ourselves, so we coming out of that captivity. Every other captivity we came out, and so this eagle nest we in, we about to come out of that too. And guess what's gonna happen to the eagle? Because the eagle can't keep the commandments. The eagle living is to die. Our living is to get punished and wake up. Where we at?
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 56. As for the other people, which also came of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So God say, listen to this real good. He said all the other nations are like spit compared to you. Listen to this real good. All the other nations is not black, Hispanic, and Native American. God said they are like spit to him. Read again.
The book of 2nd Ezra,
The book of 2nd Ezra,
chapter 6, verse 56.
chapter 6, verse 56.
As for the other people, which also came of Adam.
So we all come out of Adam, right? Listen to this.
Thou hast said they are nothing.
So there's some people that come out of Adam, the guy saying that they ain't nothing.
But be like unto spittle.
You know what spittle is? Spittle, you spit on the ground. He looked at them like spit on the ground.
And have likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
And guess how much he liked them? If you got a bucket of water and a little bit of water fall out the bucket, you gonna try to scrape that water up off the ground? God say, that's how much he liked them. Like he liked the water that fell out the ground. Like the drop, that's how much he liked them. So you blacks, Hispanic, Native American, you can't share your love. Cause you know why? Because even the crackhead black man can outlove anybody when it's coming towards God. If you got an educated white boy and you got a crackhead black boy, the black boy will outlove that white man in any nation when it comes to his God. There's no nation on this planet can outlove God more than we can.
That's right.
And vice versa. And he loves us just as much, more than y'all. How would you live on this planet and not know the devil's children? Do you see black police officers shooting innocent white ladies? No. Well, that's how you know the devil's children. Why do God chose us more than them? Common sense. They'll shoot a black baby. Something we won't do. Why? Because we fear the Lord. They don't fear the Lord. They are Satan's children. They know who we are. We would never do what they would do. Why? Because they're animals. Only animal will eat up another baby animal. Only a white police officer will shoot another person for nothing. That's just like an animal eating up a bear baby. You got a lion to go eat up a bear baby. You got a white police officer to pull you over and shoot you. They got the same mentality. That's an animal, vicious, devilish spirit. And you want to say that God made us all equal? Oh, no, he didn't. I don't see it.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world.
So this gospel of the kingdom should be preached in all the world. What gospel? You know you're Israelites. You know we got queens that's waking up. You know we got our brothers and sisters. So we are the gospel that's going to go around the world.
For a witness unto all nations.
All nations going to witness us. Why? Because we everywhere. We're on the corner. We're in Las Vegas. We're in Los Angeles. We everywhere. So you going to witness. You have no choice.
And then shall the end come.
Read that one more time.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come.
So this gospel, what's the gospel? Our nationality is the gospel.
That's right.
Our nationality is music. Our nationality is living. Our nationality is God's people. So when you say you're an Israelite, you're saying you're God-chosen people.
That's right.
When you saying you're an Israelite, you're saying somebody is starting to steal your identity, somebody trying to come in the back door.
That's right.
When you saying you're an Israelite, you saying somebody stole the wrong people out of Africa.
That's right.
When you saying you're Israelite, you saying somebody stole the wrong people out of Africa. When you saying you're Israelite, you saying somebody got God precious pearl.
Bring it up.
When you saying you're Israelite, you telling your kids to look in this Bible and find your history. When you saying you're Israelite, you saying somebody got a debt to pay.
That's right.
When you saying you're Israelite, you saying somebody stole God's people and God's coming back to punish them.
Bring it up.
When you saying you're Israelite, you saying God is fair. If God is fair, some nation's about to get their head cracked.
That's right.
You know what fair mean? Fair mean what happened to my kids must happen to yours.
That's right. Bring it
Fair
up.
means if you go somewhere and the person shoot your son or somebody, you gonna go to court to make sure he get put in jail. Well, guess what? We all going to Christ's court, the Black Messiah, Yahweh Shai. We all going to his court. And guess what? I'm a witness. I'm a witness in Yahweh Shai's courtroom. And guess what else? His courtroom ain't gonna look like no slave ship neither.
That's right.
It's going to look like a torpedo ship coming out of snowflakes of Alaska. Finish that off. Give me 2 Corinthians 11 and 4. So as you know, as we waking up, the more we wake up, the more death come to special white folks.
That's right.
The more Israelites wait, you know how long the lizard bitch, Queen Elizabeth, Queen bitch. You know how long Queen Elizabeth lived? But guess what, she died. When Israel started waking up, that lizard bitch tipped over. She got her last black heart and her last black liver to keep her alive. And that lizard bitch tipped over. What was she? Her and the whole Britain township, colonial, are killers.
Bring it up.
They killed Jamaicans. They killed our people. They invest in slavery. And you worried about Queen Elizabeth, the lizard bitch.
That's right.
But one thing about it is I'm glad she's gone.
That's right.
And if she can come back and tell you white folks that Jesus is black, change your whole program,
Bring it up.
she would. Because right now she's terrified. She probably so terrified that she turned psychedelic.
That's right.
Kneecaps are green, her ears is blue. Because this Queen Elizabeth, the lizards turn different colors. So this Queen Elizabeth, she is the main one need to see Christ.
That's right.
When she see this black man is gonna crack this sky with no search warrant,
No, not one.
had no knock warrant. When he cracked that sky, it's gonna be hell to undo your emotions.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 4. For he that cometh preacheth another Messiah, whom we have not preached or received another spirit, which have not received, or another gospel, for which he hath not accepted, ye might well bear with him.
So he to come preaches another Jesus. What is another Jesus? The white one. That white Jesus. And what else he preached? The gays can be saved. What else he preached? The dice can be saved. So this is another Jesus. And they all say the same thing, come as you are. Come to the church with a wet butt. We'll accept anybody. All right, so now, when you understand that when you talk about another Jesus and it don't make a difference, that's another Jesus. Because everything makes a difference. If he broke his toenail, I want to know. If they pulled his beard out, I want to know. So when you come preaching another Jesus, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get another spirit.
That's right.
What kind of spirit you going to get? You're going to get a deceiving spirit. Our forefathers have never knew, give me Deuteronomy 28:64. Our forefathers has never knew another nation dying for us. And back in history, all nations has killed us.
That's right.
Here today, all nations are killing us. Do they got a hand in it? A lot of them know that you are Israelites and they don't tell you. That's the way they're killing you.
That's right.
Yep. You got it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
So when you get over this land, you're going to serve other gods, wood and stone. Wood is the white boy on the cross. Stone is maker. When you want to be a Muslim, you're going to go worship the copper stone. So our forefathers have never known another nation of people to die for his people.
That's right.
Our forefathers were turned over in the grave. So not only are they identity theft, they are thieves at the best. When you call them deceivers, they have deceived the whole planet.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 18 and verse 17. He delivered me from a strong enemy, from them he hated me.
So Yahushua delivered me from a strong enemy.
For they were too strong for me.
So they was too strong for us. What made them strong? Read that again.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 18, verse 17. He delivered me from my strong enemy and from them which hated me, for they were too strong for me.
So he delivered us from our strong enemies, which our enemies have hated us. How is it too strong for us? They're not too strong for us when it comes physical to physical, hand to hand. In other words, if there was no gun or bullet on this planet, do you think Pink Toe would be in charge?
That's right.
No. And so now that they're too strong for us, not strong in physical, but strong in the weaponry. That's why they're in rulership, because they're strong in weaponry, right? But they're also in rulership because we broke the commandments.
That's right.
But coming back to the commandments, as we're being scattered, you know they say divide and conquer. Have you ever seen the people divided and still gonna conquer? That's us. We're divided, and the only thing we can do is conquer. Because all these captivity we overcame. What other captivity you gonna put us in? We finna come out of this one too. We came out of Rome, we came out of Egypt, we came out of Greek. What America gonna do? We're gonna come out of this one. We are the only people that can't be cut off this planet. When the lights go off this planet, you'll be gone too. When the nukes hit, guess who's gonna be the only one standing? You're right, Israelites is keeping the statute laws and the commandments.
That's right.
The Israelites, we stood and we got up out of Egypt. We stood and we got up out of Greek. We stood and got out of Rome, and we're gonna get out of this captivity too. We're the only nation of people that can go through things you can't believe. You can't even think about. If you had a bad dream about what we've been through, you would die. White boy, if you had a bad dream about what we've really been through, you would die. And nothing better than that melon. That's right. When he made melon, boy.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 6.
Okay, we had to hold on. There's a lot of we got a lot of pork and Siamese bacon on the grill. We got grills with wheels on it. Smell pork.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers had inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit.
Okay, so now what's going to happen is that, get ready to read that last verse again. And so, their forefathers have told them lies. Their forefathers have told them, these not God people, these niggers. These nobody, we can just take them and do what we want with them. Listen to this here. You better make sure your forefathers told you the truth.
That's right.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 19. Surely our fathers has inherited lies.
Surely, you children are going to inherit lies from your forefathers. Isaiah, is that 14:21? Surely, your forefathers, you white folks, y'all forefathers have told y'all lies. They told y'all that we was niggers, but we're God's chosen people. They told y'all that y'all was Americans, but y'all are a nation of thieves.
That's right.
So surely, you white folks, y'all forefathers have told y'all lies. You Arabs, y'all forefathers have told y'all lies. Finish reading that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 19. Surely our fathers had inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit.
So if their forefathers have told them lies, and they had us to build this nation, they sweat, robbed, 400 years, no pay. But guess what? they're enjoying it now, but when hell break loose, they're not going to remember the enjoyment that they ever had. It's going to be like smoke. When I ask you, have you ever enjoyed life? They're going to be like, nope. Because the pain and the fire that's on their back, they would not remember the time there was enjoyment.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
So when your forefathers have told you lies, I'm going to tell you the truth. Because one thing about a lie, it keeps somebody woke, it keeps the devil's children up, and it keeps God's children down. But the truth is different. The truth keeps Yahweh children up, and it keeps the Satan children down.
For the iniquity of their fathers. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world within cities.
So this is the decree. Not only did the forefathers have sold them lies, but he sold them a death certificate too. Because when he gave them their birth certificate, he also gave them their death certificate. Because when their forefathers have gave them the riches that belongs to us, he also gave his own children the death certificate. One thing about a death certificate, sometimes you don't know when you're gonna die. And when the end comes, how can you be rich knowing your end is to suffer among the children of Israel? How can you enjoy riches knowing your end is to be subjected to the Israelites? If I was rich today, I would have a problem. Because if you rich and you worried about your funeral arrangements, what you're gonna leave your family, but you're not worried about where you're going. But you was worried about where you was going when you was in kindergarten, you wanted to go to middle school. Then in the middle school, you want to go to high school. In the high school, you want to go to college. All that's important. Don't tell me you stop thinking when it's time to go to hell. Don't tell me you stop being conscious when it's time to go to hell. Because when you're off this planet, you better be for certain that your forefathers have not taken God's chosen people. Because if he did, you're not African, you're not Americans. You are a nation of thieves.
That's right.
Only person that can name you American is the Indians, Gad. And Gad already named you Dirty Toe, Pink Toe, the devil. So if Gad called you the devil, and you better hope Gad is not God's chosen people. Because if Gad's God's chosen people, the Mexicans God's chosen people, and the so-called African Americans God's chosen people, somebody got a debt to pay.
That's right.
Because when you say God is fair, that's just like telling somebody else they're gonna die. If God is fair, somebody got to die.
That's right.
If God is fair, somebody got to be set on fire on the tree.
Somebody got to be hanged on that tree.
If God is fair, somebody got to be hanged on the tree.
That's right. Thus saith the Lord. That's right.
If God is fair, somebody got to get whips on their back. If God is fair, somebody got to get raped and pulled over and shot in the head.
That's right.
If God is fair, somebody got to get dogs sick on them. If God is fair, somebody gets sprayed with pox and a blanket. If Yahweh is fair, there's a nation of people that's going to owe a debt. We the house of Israel, come to wake up all people. And we don't want to mess up Greek town with stank booties. So we don't want to mess up Greek town with white booties dropping, smelling like Corona.
That's right.
But we are HOI Detroit, House of Israel, come to wake our people up. Watch our channel. Can do a class in another hour by our brother Abner the Snabner. We about to do this class and open up. For you blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans. What time is it? Is it a time? You got a minute? You want to do 15? Or you want to do the class? Come on. Shalom, shalom. This HOI Detroit, here on the Sabbath day to wake our people up. I just want to say one thing to Israel, the blacks, Native Americans, and the Mexicans. When are we going to wake up from this dream we in? Like y'all comfortable being at the bottom. I don't get it. Y'all comfortable being the tail. Like y'all partying right now, but can't even afford to pay your rent. It doesn't make sense. Bring that out.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Come. It says his people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. But we're knowledgeable in all the ways of Esau. We're knowledgeable in all the ways of the heathen, but we're not knowledgeable in the ways of God. We know how to twerk, but we don't know how to even read a book that the Most High gave us to survive. All women know how to be single mothers, but they don't know how to be wives. Read that again.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Come. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. We choose to get our knowledge from the other nations instead of the Most High. We choose to serve the creature instead of the creator. When are we going to wake up from this? Like today. We are destroyed today because we're breaking the Lord's Sabbath. And it's because we're not knowledgeable on it. Bring this out.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy works. But the 7th day is a Sabbath of Yahweh, the God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
Come. So today is the Sabbath day of the Most High. The 7th day of the week is the Sabbath day. Not Sunday. Sunday is the first day of the week. And this message is only for the chosen children of Israel, the blacks, Native Americans, and the Mexicans. All other races, this does not pertain to you. I'm here to speak unto the children of Israel, so we can come back into the grace of Yahweh. All these other nations, we don't care about y'all. We look at y'all like spit on the ground. Thus says the Lord.
That's right.
So you don't got a problem with me. You got a problem with God. And like my other brother said, y'all better hope y'all didn't steal the children of God when y'all took us into slavery. Because guess what? It's going to be hell of a payback coming.
Right.
What goes around comes around.
That's right.
You put my people in chains. You rape my great-grandmother and you rape my great-mother. Guess what happened to your people? You lit us on fire and hung us on a tree. Guess what happened to your people?
Right.
Bring it out in Isaiah, prepare for slaughter. We got to understand this, y'all. People always say God is fair. Well, if God is fair, that means you led us into slavery and we put your ass into slavery. Everything you done to us, we gonna do to you. Thus says the Lord. Ain't no time to be crying now when that time comes. Because Esau is a proud man. Esau don't know how to look and be humble. Esau is proud. So have that same faith when you get your head cracked by the Most High. Bring that out,
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare for slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers.
The Bible says, prepare a slaughter for all these other nations that put you into captivity for the sins of their forefathers. So because their forefathers put us in slavery, guess what? They go pay for it. Thus says the Lord. And if you got a problem with anything I'm saying, you got a problem with God. This comes from the Bible. Read it again.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers. They do not rise nor possess the land.
Come. So he said for the iniquities of their fathers, then the children now is going to pay that price. So guess what, white man? Guess what, Arabic man, Chinese man? Your children is going to pay that price. Thus says the Lord. Y'all believe in God, right? We read it straight from the Bible. So this is what God is saying is going to happen to you. Who leadeth into captivity should surely go into captivity.
That's right.
Because God is fair, right?
Right.
Y'all had us in slavery, so it's only right, and we put y'all in slavery, right? Oh, y'all don't like that, huh? Y'all only like God when he all loving, but y'all don't like God when he's fair. Then y'all not serving the same God as I'm serving in, because my God is fair. Come on, read that again. Revelation 13 now.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Come. So that's straight from the Bible. Whoever leadeth into captivity is going to go into captivity. So I hope y'all got y'all extended stay reservation already booked.
That's right.
Because it's going to be a long captivity for y'all. Everything y'all did in my people, we doing in y'all double time.
That's right.
So be ready and be prepared. And Esau, with that proud look that you got, make sure you keep that proud look on your face, Esau, because we going to break it. You going to serve us forever. And this captivity ain't going to be like y'all's, how y'all had us in slavery. Our captivity, y'all going to serve us forever. Thus says the Lord.
That's right.
Y'all gonna serve us through. Y'all ain't gonna even know who y'all is no more by the time we get done. Y'all try to, like the brother said, it wasn't enough for y'all to put us in slavery. Y'all try to change our identity as well. Y'all wanted us not to know who we was. Y'all changed our identity. Look at the white woman covering her ears because the truth hurt. Y'all didn't just keep us in slavery. Y'all took our identity as well.
That's right.
Y'all took everything from us. So guess what? We're going to take everything from y'all. Everything. I need that, and I need my 40 acres in the middle. Matter of fact, I need your 10th generation to serve me. And that generation to serve me.
That's right.
Thus says the Lord. So if you got a problem with what I'm saying, we must not serve the same God, which I already knew.
Right.
We never serve the same God. Y'all lie to us and say y'all love God, but y'all don't serve and do none of his commandments.
That's right.
Y'all breaking Sabbath days. Y'all took the Jews, which are us, and put us into captivity. Then told us that we're Negroes. Told us that we're dumb. Told us that we're second-class citizens. When all along, the Most High said, we his chosen people.
That's right.
And that's from the Bible. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. Y'all got our sisters out here not knowing they're queens. Y'all got our men out here being thugs. This is a product of what y'all did to us during slavery. Y'all took our identity and gave us an identity of a hoodlum, of a bum, of something that's not pertaining to God. Because guess what? Y'all want to be us. Y'all want to be God's chosen children. That's why y'all women age so quick. By the time y'all women turn 20, y'all look like y'all 80. How that make sense? God don't love y'all. Y'all age too quick. Come on now. Our sisters age gracefully. They beautiful. We're sun-kissed. I don't know what kissed y'all, a pig or something. Because, hey, it don't look right, Elizabeth. I mean, what's her name? The Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth. That's her name. And for y'all so-called Israelites who's crying over that queen, that's how lost y'all is. That's how lost we are as a people. Y'all crying over an individual that literally raped and killed and stole from your native land.
That's right.
Y'all crying over Queen Elizabeth. when she done nothing for us. She took from us. And y'all, the only people that should be crying over her is them white people. Them stale people. Them people that God hate. As far as us, the Most High said, wait, hold up. What scripture you got out? What scripture you got out? Oh, Deuteronomy.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
See, the white man told us that we're nothing, but God said we are holy people. Bring that out.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people upon himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
No, the white man said that we all the same.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So God said we are a special people unto himself, above all people. But your pastor and the white man telling you we all equal. In God's eyes, we're not equal. That's in the Bible. He said the Israelites are his chosen people above all people on the earth. But the white man want to tell us we all equal. I'm not equal to no pig. We don't want to look the same. We don't want to dress the same. We don't want to act the same. Matter of fact, we can't even make love the same. They women want us because of that. So we not the same. We never will be the same. The white woman want to be our black queens. Come on, man. Who want a flat Cheska? A pancake Becky? Who want that? Y'all must be on some hell of a psychedelics, man. Yeah, I know you is. I know you is. And get ready for captivity again. That's right. Remember that. Thus says the Lord. Because guess what? Like my brother said, if God is fair, right? We all believe God is fair, right? So if God is fair, if you put me in slavery, I should put you in slavery. Right? Like, we gotta stop walking hand in hand with these other nations. We gotta start loving ourselves. Get back to the basics. And this message is only for the Israelites. This is HOI Detroit. I want to give honor to the elders and double honor to Yahweh. You want to say something? All right. I just want to say, Kwam Yashuala. Kwam Yashuala.